am the founder of Vegan Fit for Life, and I am so happy to connect with you. I was able to completely transform my life in a positive manner by finding the gym and by changing my nutrition so that I was eating appropriately for my body. And I am very happy and very excited to be able to share that with you. Thanks for joining us. Hi, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do a core exercise program. So just core, focusing on building up internal strength. So the first thing that we want to do is a transverse abdominis exercise. It's called a flutter kick. And this one is modified or progressed a little bit. So it's actually called a crucifix flutter kick. With this particular exercise, there's a huge tendency to people always want to put their hands right here. And when you do that, you actually take away from a lot of work that your transverse abdominis should be doing. So what we want to focus on is making sure that we have a really good tailbone tuck before we start the exercise. And then as contraction through the transverse abdominis, the muscles under the muscles that you see on top, but the muscles that hold all of our organs in, it is a really strong contraction through that muscle that is going to help hold your spine in the proper position so that this doesn't hurt when you do the exercise. So if you're getting pain in your tailbone when you're doing this, we need to fix that because your core muscles aren't working right. So starting off with that is a very hard exercise. So make sure that you are checking your form to ensure that you're not getting that pain, that you are working the transverse abdominis.
We called it the crucifix flutter kicks. So shoulders up, hands up, and here. Your upper body should be off the floor, just your lower body, mid back's on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, should be all here, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good.
From there, we move to another transverse abdominis exercise, which is the lateral plank walk. So it's literally a plank and you're walking side to side. So you're also getting some engagement from oblique muscles because you're moving laterally, right? So this one, generally what we have people do is start out at like 5s. I call them steps. You're moving your hand, you're moving your leg simultaneously, but 5 steps one direction and then 5 steps another direction. So it takes up a bit of space. If you find that too challenging, start with 1 step one way and 1 step the other way, or maybe that's too easy. So you do 2 and 2. So again, find what's challenging you and always be working to work that up, increase that a little bit so that you are progressing and getting stronger.
From here, we're going to move into a lateral plank walk. So I'll show you sideways. Hopefully I have enough room here. Yeah. All right. So plank, we don't want your hips down. We want your hips to be as high as your shoulders and your head. And then you're going to take it to the side. And then take it back. So you want about 10 moving each direction. Oops. And that's your lateral plank walk. You should feel that one a lot in your core, in the obliques, a little bit in the shoulders. If you're feeling it a lot in the shoulders, you have your weight shifted too far forwards and you need to get those hands right underneath the shoulders.
From there we go to a push through, which is like a sit-up. So you are working rectus abdominis. With a push through, instead of just coming up partway like you do in a sit-up, you're coming up fully. So really working on, again, the core muscles, but more so the 6-pack muscles.
And we are going to do 25 sit-ups. So I want you to keep your feet on the floor. You're going to bring it up. We are not putting your hands, oh, you can't see me, We're not putting hands behind the head. Hands are going to go in front. We're going to bring it up. So there's 1, reach it through. 2, we want 25. 3, 4, 5.
And then finally, we're going to work on a side plank with an oblique crunch. So again, you're getting similar to the lateral plank walk, right? You're getting similar exercise, similar muscles are being used. You're working the rectus abdominis, and you are working stabilization muscles through the hip, through the shoulder, and you're also working obliques, because obliques are going to work in the side plank, and then you're magnifying that, adding in some hip flexor work with that side crunch. So again, start out with a couple on each side, work on building that up so that you're getting that progression.
We have a side plank with a crunch. So again, you want to line up that hand right under your shoulder, and then the leg goes out long, really lifting up out of the shoulder joint, but up and out of the hip as well. And then, oops, you're going to bring your knee in towards your elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, and on your way to 10 to 15. And then next time, obviously around, we want to switch over to that other side.
And that's all we have for you today. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'd love to know how you like the workout. Drop that in the comments. And otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe so that you can continue to get our workouts.